Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Twitch streamer Ninja, not with Mixer anymore. Mixer's done.
Okay.
Ninja, who is one of the most popular video game streamers on the planet, did an interview with the New York Times. And the New York Times, always looking for an angle.
Always looking for this angle.
Always looking for a reason to shit on gamers.
And YouTubers.
And YouTubers in particular, Twitch streamers, because they have a massive platform. They have a lot of influence. And God forbid that the kids are listening to these guys and not reading New York Times or watching your propaganda elsewhere.
Only allowed to have a platform if you think the same way they do.
Right. So Ninja, in a nutshell, in this article, it was a very long article. He basically said it's not his job, because they were getting on him because kids were making shitty comments. It's not his job to police kids. It's the parent's responsibility.
It is a parent's responsibility. Also, have you ever tried to read all the comments on this stuff? There's just no way. He doesn't have time for that.
Why don't we do more live streams? People always wonder why we don't do more live streams. It's because we can't control the chaos. And that's our channel. We have a little under 200,000 subs. By the way, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We're over 173,000 subs, almost at 200,000. Thank you for that. We get thousands of people watching us when we live stream. We can't keep up with the comments. And we can't answer everybody, and it's just absolute chaos. So
people get mad because you can't answer them, and it's like, I just can't. We don't even catch all the super chats sometimes because it's just too many. So there's no way in hell this guy can make sure he educates every child who makes a racist, sexist comment. And it's not his job. He's not wrong. He is not their parent. He is not a teacher. He is not setting himself up as a person that is his job. Nor is it the job of any actor ever that if a kid watches their movie and says something racist and sexist, that makes it their responsibility to find that child and make sure that they teach them right from wrong. That is the job of the parents.
Yeah, I was wondering when they were going to come back around for Ninja again, because, it was a little too quiet.
Oh, was it January already?
Because they come in waves, and it wasn't just about him saying that it wasn't his responsibility to moderate the comments, but he also said again that he doesn't stream with female gamers. He got a lot of shit for that a couple of years ago.
I understand it. I don't blame him.
He's just like it's going to lead to problems.
We'll talk. He's not wrong. We'll talk about that later. But let's talk about this one step at a time.
Yeah, so I want to roll this back a little bit and show you some of the other headlines from the New York Times. Okay. So they did this article on Ninja. Teenagers made Ninja a gaming superstar. He has a message for parents.
Is that what this is about? He has a message for parents. And you know what? As a mom and a teacher, he's not wrong. It is not his job to teach your kid right from wrong. It is your job to teach your kid right from wrong. If you're just parking them in front of the screen and letting them there, I mean, come on, we're all parents. We've all done it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
We've done it too. I'm not going to say I'm a better parent than anybody because that's not true. I've made mistakes. But if you let your kids just go do their own thing, they're going to, if they can push the envelope and try to get away with stuff, they're kids. They're going to do it. When I was a kid, I would have done it. So here's the thing. It's not his job to tell your kids right from wrong. That's your job to pay attention and tell them right from wrong. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. But the New York Times has an anti-gamer bias. We've had this bullshit a couple of years ago from Fortnite to alt-right, how this mom was
still makes me laugh.
Mortified that her kids were talking like the gamers, and they were talking about being triggered. And then we had this hit piece on, one of many hit pieces on
they always
PewDiePie.
go after PewDiePie.
What does PewDiePie really believe? And they had to delve into that. But 2 years before, YouTube's monster, PewDiePie, in his populist revolt.
It's like they have a few that this keeps recycling. We're down on hits this week. Who can we bring up now? I know. Let's go get the YouTuber list.
That is exactly what's going on here. And, I knew they were going to come back around for Ninja.
They always do.
They were laying low. Yeah, they are. So anyway, this is a more concise version of the article coming from Video Game Chronicle. Ninja argues it's not my job to educate kids who make racist and sexist comments.
And again, as a mom and a teacher, he's not wrong.
The world's top game streamer Ninja has argued it's not his job to educate young people who use racist and sexist language. In a new broad-ranging interview with the New York Times, bastion of journalistic integrity, Blevins was asked about the behavior of the young people in his Twitch chat, and specifically if he felt he could mitigate the bad behavior.
No.
Not with how many thousands and thousands.
How many of you go out there and play games? All right. And you're on the mic, you have the headset on, you're playing games. How many squeakers are out there saying using more like worse language than you're like, oh my God, where are their parents? Like, I can't tell you how many times that I've heard, like, when Trisket was playing games and different stuff, the stuff that was coming out of these kids' mouths. I'm like, what the hell? And my sister plays games, and she's always telling me about these little pipsqueaks and the stuff that comes out of their mouth. And they have some of the most. Our friend Eric is always going on about it. They are just like these foul-mouthed little twits. And then you hear them talking to their moms and their parents, and they're like, F you, mom, and stuff like that. And
hey,
like,
bitch, get me a hot pocket.
Yeah, it's like, and you hear this, and you're like, well, it's no damn wonder these kids are talking like that, because the moms let that. If my kid said to me, hey, bitch, give me a hot pocket and Coke, what would happen to my children?
What children?
Yeah, so,
you don't have any children.
At least they would not be online for a good 2 years. Yeah. Easy. The passwords would change and it would suck to be them. But I'm just like, these parents allow the kids to behave this way. They don't correct them. Used to laugh about what my kid said to me and what happened. And then they turn around and let them go on to these games and behave this way. So when they're telling him, you need to police these kids, how flippin' hard is that going to be when most of the little people, the little shits that are on there are the ones with the worst language. And then,
my God.
But then the flip side is how they get treated is interesting too, because my sister was playing a game and with this guy. And the guy thought she was a kid at first. And then when she spoke, and he was being not too mean to her when he thought she was a kid. And then when he found she was a woman, he started being a dick and calling her a skank ass bitch.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah.
I have the audio.
Yeah.
But he was calling her that because he thought she was a kid and he was nicer. So it's okay, so basically the way people treat kids on these games, they usually let them get away with shit they shouldn't let them get away with because they think they're kids. But then when they think they're adult, then they turn around and their behavior switches. But it's not his position, or he doesn't have to sit there and tell your kids. Now boys and girls, now squeakers. Would you talk to your mama with your mouth? Yeah, a lot of them do actually. Come on. Sorry, that's my mom for the day.
If he could just be a little more edutaining like Dan TDM,
No, he should be like, you need to be Mr. Effing Rogers of gaming.
That's what they want. Yeah.
I know. This is a PBS, people.
So the streamer if it was PBS, we'd be dragging the kids off from their parents and re-educating them ourselves.
No, this is the public bitch casting system.
The streamer argued that it was down to the parents, not him, to educate the children who post racist and sexist comments during a stream. And this is what he said. Your information and data are precious and should remain private, but it sucks that there are kids who can say racist things and be incredibly aggressive and threatening to women online have zero repercussions. Sounds like a sane answer.
Well, it is crap that the kids can do that, but they do.
It would be awesome if when someone said something threatening, you could be like, let me look up this dude's gamer tag on the website.
Wait, what? Then you get in trouble for, harassing children.
Yeah, and then boom, it's Jimmy. Call parents. But he added, it all comes down to parenting. You want to know who your kid is? Listen to him when he's playing video games when he thinks you're not.
Yes.
He thinks you're not listening to him. Here's another thing. How does a white kid know he has white privilege if his parents never teach him or don't talk about racism?
Very good point.
If they're gaming and their first interaction with racism is one of their friends saying the N-word.
Oh my God, they throw that word around like nothing on games.
They have no idea what it is. What if it was on my stream? Is it my job to have this conversation with this kid? No.
And it's not always white people using the word either. Just want to point that out.
Yep. No, because the first thing that's going on in my head is the kid is doing this on purpose to troll me. If someone says a racial slur, it can potentially get that streamer banned.
Yes.
It's awful. But that's the first thing I think of.
That's the first thing I would think of too, because you know what? He's probably right. That's probably why they're doing it. They're trying to get attention. It's like when we saw those kids that were harassing that other girl that was doing the fan art of Mermista, and she drew her like original Mermista, and they told her she was whitewashing Mermista.
Yeah.
We put their tweets up on a video. Now, it was public. We were allowed to do it. Then they were like, we're minors. You can't harass. We're minors. And everything else, it's like, it doesn't matter. If you're putting that out there, it's in a stream or something. It can be used. I'm sorry. Yeah. And parents need to watch your kids. But he's not wrong. My first thing I would think of if someone was doing that was they're trying to troll too. I wouldn't think that it's oh gosh, I better stop the stream right now and pull up and call out their name by their hash or their web name so people can go stalk them.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
So here comes Mrs. Ninja. Here comes Mrs. Ninja.
Go Mrs. Ninja.
If any of these people tweeting actually watch Ninja stream, they'd know how many times he's spoken out about issues of racism, white privilege, and having zero tolerance for racism in his games or his channel. He does his part.
Right.
He just isn't holding a seminar on the topic.
Exactly. And back to the parenting thing real quick. You know what? My parents didn't let me just go do whatever I wanted. If you watch our live streams, they still don't. My mom calls in and tells me off on the live stream for drinking. Anyway.
Then they move on. So it's like, okay, fine. He said, so let's jump him again. Jump him again about why.
I thought he was to shut them down in a very intelligent way.
He did.
And he was not wrong.
He did. He's like, hey, we had this conversation already, but here we go again. It doesn't matter. Because, PewDiePie says his piece. 2 years later, they swing around again, and they're like, wow, PewDiePie. So they asked him about why he doesn't stream with women. It's astonishing that someone could think it's okay to say abusive comments to women, but with that level I'm at, and there are a lot of top streamers who are at that level, it's like how it is with actors. I don't want to start drama, but Justin Timberlake, he's married. He was filming a movie, was at a bar, was holding hands with an actress. They were just working together, but all it takes is one moment. And that's a horrible, even if it's just accusations. Accusations are what made me say that about female gamers. I was like, I'm going to do anything in my power to make sure that no one can even start a rumor or make YouTube clickbait videos. Ninja's playing with this person a lot. They're flirting. Here's a clip. They're shipping
I don't blame him. I honestly understand where he's coming from, and I don't blame him at all for this. I wouldn't like it. If I was his
I know
wife.
You wouldn't like it.
I mean, we told you the story about when we were at the radio station, and I was sick and couldn't go with him. And for those who don't know, he used to work at a radio station. It was like a college station. And I was sick and couldn't go with him. And the one time I was sick and couldn't go with him, the one woman we really thought was a lesbian starts hitting on him on the air. Oh my God. Now, I didn't blame you, but I was pissed. And I can't imagine, it's, and even if you know the person that you're with, like, okay, an actor might be different because a lot of times actors marry actors because they understand how it works, because they feel comfortable with that, because, that's how, they're used to that. And they know they'll have to kiss other people or do other things, and they can separate that. A lot of people can't. And if you're seeing that, and these rumors, even if you know it's not true, you're always going to have in the back of your mind, but what if it is true? I don't think it's true, but what if it is true? And it'll drive you crazy. And I don't think it's wrong for him to make that decision.
Yeah, I agree with his decision, because I think especially, look at, we did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about toxic shipping and all that, and all it's going to take is for him to get caught one time playing alone with a girl. People be like, oh my God, they're having a fling together. Or,
remember when you don't want to get caught alone with a girl for real? Not just on a game.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and he's not wrong. And he's putting his wife's feeling above and his own, their safety as a priority. And there's nothing wrong with that. Here's the thing. He doesn't owe anyone his platform.
No, he doesn't. And that's what, I think Mrs. Ninja is basically saying. He doesn't, he's done his part. He doesn't owe you anymore. But again, outlets like the New York Times, they're crazy jealous that an individual, a white male, privileged white male, an individual has that much sway over the youth that they're going to start coming after him. They are. They're going to be like, how dare you? How dare you have the eyeballs? And this is why they attack YouTube. This is why they go after individuals. Basically, it's like convert or die. You either convert to our ideology and you become an instrument for us to use to convert people, or we destroy your career.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your choice.
I was thinking too, you can stand up against something. Doesn't mean, and he stands up against, bad treatment of people, women, racism, all that stuff. We stand up against that too. Thing is, we can't control what all our commenters say. He can't control what all these other people say. He only can tell you what his point of view is on the situation and do his best to make sure he promotes that, which is what we do here. We think diversity is good. We think diversity the way that they're pushing it is not good. We think that, we've said we're against, if you are racist, sexist, any of that stuff, we don't want it. No. We don't want to, that's not okay. We don't care what gender, race, sexual orientation, religion, or whatever you are, as long as you're not an asshole, we'll get along. And we've said that, and we stand by that. And we're not going to let people be bullied and sit there and not say anything, which is why we started doing YouTube videos in the first place.
Yeah.
But that's what he's doing too. But you cannot police everyone, especially when you're a ninja. You sure as hell cannot police everyone. It's not his job to police everyone, nor is it his job to give you his platform.
Well, according to The Gamer, they've got a hot take. Here, let me read this.
Oh, this ought to be good.
According to The Gamer, for Ninja to reaffirm his stance on refusing to play with female streamers out of respect for his marriage is nothing short of sexist.
Oh, fuck off.
No popular streamer can control what people say about the fact that anyone is streaming with them as much as they want to.
Exactly, which is why he's just not putting himself in the situation.
If Ninja really doesn't believe that his marital relationship can cope with that, he's further perpetuating the toxic misogyny that's been plaguing the gaming community and industry for decades.
Who wrote this? A woman?
Probably. Christina Alexander.
I knew it. I'm a woman. I knew this was going to be some woman. Okay, look, I am a woman too. And I'm a lot of you out there listening, I know you're women too. And it's like, I'm sorry, even though we have a strong marriage, if Kneon was out there all the time playing games with a bunch of women or doing something with a bunch of women all the time, even though I know he wouldn't actually probably do anything, that it would always bother me. Because it's like, that's not saying that they won't try to do something. You know, I mean, you probably reject them, but, you know, here's the thing. I'm just like, it would just cause undue stress and stuff. It's not that I don't trust Kneon. He trusts me. I trust him. But why would you put yourself in a position where it could cause an issue? I think he's doing the right thing. He's doing the responsible thing. He doesn't owe women his platform. He doesn't owe men his platform. He doesn't owe anybody his platform. He built it. If he doesn't want to play games with anybody else, he doesn't have to.
Yeah. I mean, it's his prerogative, and honestly, I give him kudos for putting his marriage. I mean, at a young age. I mean, I don't know. He's like what, in his 20s, late 20s. I think.
I would argue it's misandry. This article.
Yeah, right. But that's what this is about. You know, you have to give the underprivileged your platform because it's the right thing to do. It's the moral thing to do. And he's like, nah, I'm good. You know, look what happens when he gives people his platform. Here, this was a couple of weeks ago. This is the end of December. He was playing with the 17-year-old. The 17-year-old started trash talking him, and it got really heated. And Ninja told him to shut the fuck up. You know, he's 17 because the 17-year-old started ragging on him for his network and his wealth. And Ninja was just like, "What the hell does that have to do with it?" And he shut the kid down. And
I would have too. I don't,
because you know what happened. He'd live stream, hypothetically speaking. You know this was happening. He'd live stream with some women, and you'd get some in there that are basically looking for woke points, and they would start using his platform to start spouting off stuff, and he'd be like, "What the hell does this have to do with anything?" And then he would react, and then they would slam him for that and be like, "How dare you, shut a woman down when she's speaking, Ninja, you bigot." Racist,
it's
sexist.
True. I mean, I don't blame him. He's just setting himself up for problems, and he just is like, I know, I'm just gonna pull myself out of that situation and not put myself in it in the first place. And I don't think that's wrong. And like I said, he doesn't owe them anything anyway.
No, he doesn't.
And it's not sexist. It's not misogynistic. It's his platform. If he doesn't want to play with people, he doesn't have to.
No, but that's never a good enough answer because if you don't play ball, you're a monster.
I think that's more of a responsible thing. I mean, he just... And why is putting his marriage above his games bad?
Well, you'd rather he'd pull a Rooster Teeth? I mean, come on.
And then they bitch about that, too.
So he would
do what they want. Here's what would happen. He would do what they want. These news sites would run with the story saying he's having a relationship with somebody because so-and-so said so.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. They'll run with these stories, and then they'll yell at him because he uses it to cheat on his wife. And look, it's Rooster Teeth all over again. You know what I mean? So you can't win, especially if you're a guy. You just can't win.
We knew you were toxic all along.
So
all
do what
men are
you flipping
toxic.
want. Do what you want and what you feel most comfortable with, because they're going to vilify you either way.
Ask PewDiePie. There's nothing he can do that's going to take him out of the crosshairs of the New York Times, short of coming out and giving the wokenest speech.
Right. And then suddenly, campaigning for them at all times.
Yeah.
Then, oh my gosh, PewDiePie is, and then he'll lose all his viewers, obviously.
He'd lose all his viewers.
Clearly a shill.
He'd have to give all his money to all these charities and all these organizations.
Only their approved charities.
The approved charities.
Right.
They were mad at him because he was going to give to one organization, and then he pulled it after he learned more about it, and they were slamming him for that. And yeah, there's nothing you can do. When you're that big and you've got a platform, and these people, that's what they want. They want a platform. They want your platform.
They want a shortcut.
You do the work, they reap the rewards. That's how it works.
You build a platform, and then you can come, and then you can, put us on your platform, and then we can be big.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't have to do anything.
Yep.
And but that's one side of it. The other side of it, though, with the women, though, because he does, I guess, play with other guys.
Yeah.
The side of the women, though, I get it. I mean, he doesn't want to do anything that might cause his wife to be upset. I think that's respectable. Very much so.
Yeah, he talks about how, it is an adjustment getting married. And he said, especially when you get bigger, you're not just average Joe anymore. You really got to watch everything you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you do anything wrong, you wore the wrong color. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but it is an adjustment. People who aren't married don't realize. And I'll be completely honest. We had problems when we first got married because I kept thinking, I was still a single guy. I could do whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
But
we still have issues sometimes.
Yeah,
mostly because Kneon keeps thinking he could do what he wants to do.
But no, it wasn't anything like that. But still, it was, there definitely with guys, there's like an adjustment period where you're like, I'm not just me by myself anymore. I got to think of my wife.
I'm sure it's the same way with some women too.
Yeah.
It wasn't with me, but I'm sure some women, it's that way. But yeah, it is, and I don't think it's bad. Like, I think what he's doing is sweet because he's trying to make sure he puts his wife first, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But then these people who you want to get rid of traditional marriage and stuff anyway. But still, it's like, no matter what you do, they're gonna be pissed. He's not his job to police your kids and to teach your kids and to raise your kids. It's not his job to give you a platform. He's just going out there playing games, and if you want to watch it, great. If you don't. I mean, he can do it his way.
What the hell? Wait, Ninja is just the latest man to follow the Billy Graham rule?
This was a big thing a couple years ago. Why are they still going on about it? This was nothing new. This is not new news.
I don't know.
But they're going on about it again out of nowhere. He said this a couple years ago, and they had a hissy.
Yeah, they just keep bringing up. So now they're going to say he's an evangelist from the 40s because he won't. I'm sorry. I think it's you're asking for trouble. And if your wife is not cool with it, and that's the agreement you have, then
watch him go harass his wife too. Probably the other thing because it's all your fault.
Well, yeah, watch him try. Yeah, because she stuck up for him on Twitter.
Of course, she should.
And I could totally see them trying to like
Ninja.
drive a wedge there. Like, well, if we could just get rid of that bitch, then maybe we could get get him alone and he'll stream with us.
I know, it's a psycho.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How about here's a crazy idea. You ready? How about you go build your own platform and then you can play with whoever you want to?
But that's hard. That's really hard.
If women truly feel they are equal to men, if women truly feel that they are every bit as good as men in different things, then you should be able to go build your own platform. I'm just saying, you want equality, except for when you want to leverage it and say, "Oh, please help me because I'm a girl." Bullshit. Girls can do it just as much. Girls can do the same things guys can do. I mean, except for a couple things, obviously. So I'm like, if you truly believe in equality, and you truly believe in feminism, and you truly believe everything you guys, a lot of people spout, then you should be able to go and do your own thing and build it up yourself. And you shouldn't have to shake your tits to do it either.
Ooh, shots fired.
I'm sorry.
I'm not disagreeing. I think yeah. I mean, if you're skilled enough to do it and you can build an audience.
I'm talking about how many women on Twitch are always on their body paint and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I will give him mad props for actually getting to the top of Twitch, actually playing games. Mm-hmm. Actually playing games. They'll find a way to get him to platform. You watch. That's the next thing. They're going to try to get him kicked off of Twitch because he's not playing ball.
Probably. And then the flip side is, dudes, you know what? Girls don't owe you their boob shakes to get you to like them. If they're saying nice things or good things that you like, that you agree with, and they're playing games and they're kicking ass and they're taking names and they're doing a good job of it, they don't have to just to show you their boobs or show you their bathwater to make sure that you follow them and like them. I mean, you're just perpetuating this that leads to this kind of bullshit too.
I love this. Ninja says he's so rich he can make people stop trolling him by purchasing their bank and foreclosing on their house.
He said that for real?
I don't know. Oh my God. How dare you? How dare you?
They're talking about him being
He's
thin.
Joking.
They're talking about him being thin-skinned. But then, you know what? It's not about being thin-skinned. I don't care how thick skin you have. When you're constantly harassed by the media for doing things that you didn't even do or for them expecting you to do things that you shouldn't have to do.
Yeah.
It's going to get to you eventually.
Yeah, I don't think that's being thin-skinned.
No.
I mean, it comes with a price.
Sick of their shit.
People think it's like, oh, great, I want to be a big YouTube star. I want to be a big Twitch streamer or whatever. And it's like, no, it comes with a price. And this is the price, unfortunately. If I were him, I would make as much money as you can in the next 5 to 10 years. Stop streaming, go start some businesses, and just live the good life with your wife. Mm-hmm. Have some kids, whatever you want to do. And get out of the public eye as much, but it never ends. Look at Elon Musk. I mean, constantly
That's it. Because no matter what you do, you can do everything right, and they'd still find a reason to bitch about you. So it's not even about being thin-skinned. It's about, you don't, and I don't care how thick your skin is. Eventually, you get tired of it.
They want to break them. They want to break them so they can, and I've seen this before. They try to wear people down. They want to break them, so they say something mean, and then they can deplatform them. Yeah, that's how it works.
So he's putting it, and they're mad because he's putting himself in a position where they can't find something to be bitchy about. And deplatform it.
Yeah.
So that's the long way around. We basically just said what we should have said at the beginning, which was they're pissed because they can't deplatform him, and they're trying because he won't put himself in a position to be deplatformed. That could have summed up the whole damn video.
Well, you know what though? It was fun. It was a scenic route. We took the long
Y'all
way
found
around.
out about what a butt Kneon was when we first got married.
Yeah.
He admits it though.
I do admit it. I mean,
he's like, yeah, I'm still here.
It was, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I was very independent. Let's put it that way. So we're gonna wrap this up. Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.